When I first heard about the big camp sale at the New Holland Horse Auction in Pennsylvania, I had wondered what they were talking about. I had heard many horrible stories about New Holland, but what was a camp sale? Much like the story of Black Beauty by Anna Sewell, horses have a long history of being bought and sold, to good homes and bad, ending up at the end of their journey, horse camp. At kids' summer camps, most horses are well fed, groomed, trained, loved and adored for an entire summer by children who are bequeathed an incredible gift, that of self-discovery, personal responsibility, nurturing relationships, and self-confidence. Sounds great, doesn't it? The reality is that for many horses, camp was their last curtain call. Leased by the camps for just the summer, they will return to the brokers who take them to auction. So how is it that these horses end up here? I met up with Janine Jacks, founder of the Equine Rescue Network, who explains the life cycle of these horses and how they end up as a camp horse.
One of the functions of a camp horse is introduce young kids to horses. And when you get young kids that are riding horses, they grow up to be riders. And that, every horse in this, each one of those 170,000 unwanted horses needs someone who knows how to ride and wants a horse. And the funnel of owners is coming in through camps, summer camps for kids. They get introduced to a horse, they love that horse, and then they go off and, 10 years later, they buy a horse. And that helps the horse world. The more people that ride and enjoy horses, the better. These camp horses, they're part of the life cycle of horses. And as you noted earlier, they're all older horses. They were born, they were trained, they were probably performance horses, and then they got sold and resold and resold.
So here I am at the New Holland Public Auction, a place I never wanted to come visit. And I ask myself, how does this happen? The horses are packed in rows on short leads, hips numbered. Mares with foals, mini ponies, young and old. What are they thinking? Today, horses will be purchased by individuals, rescue organizations, and kill buyers waiting to make a profit. Some will be saved, but for most, public auctions like this are a funnel system to slaughter. I'm told that the kill buyers will work with rescue organizations to find homes for these unwanted horses after the sale. But make no mistake, they are in the business for profit. To them, a horse is a commodity. It makes no difference whether the horse goes to slaughter or a rescue organization, as long as they receive revenue in the exchange. They will even enter a bidding war with the rescuers.
We all know who the kill buyers are, and when they start bidding on a horse, then we'll start bidding on that horse. And Chance came in, and when the price gets down to $300, all kill buyers are interested. And as the price goes up, they drop out. And sometimes they see us starting to get interested in bidding, and they get in a little bit of a bidder's war. But when it gets to a certain amount, they always drop out because they're in it to, for profit.
Yet not all is bad here at New Holland, as Katrina Hill from Shoemakersville, Pennsylvania, tells us about her new horse she named Chance.
They rode him through. They took his bridle off even. He looks sound. He needs some weight, definitely, and his feet done because his feet are a little long. But yeah, he's a sweet boy.
What do you plan on doing with him? Trail riding or?
We're just going to trail ride and maybe some fun shows. We'll see how he goes. If not, he can just be a big pasture pet.
What was it about him? Was it his coloring or was it just his temperament?
Kind of his personality, and when they said he was an older gelding, I kind of immediately thought of my other gelding. I'm like, you know what, he needs a home. And a lot of people they're not usually want to take on an older horse, so I wanted to take the chance on him.
The Equine Rescue Network brings together thousands of people across the country using Facebook's social media platform to facilitate the rescue of many horses within hours of reaching out to those who care. Rescue organizations all over the country are making a difference, one horse at a time.
So I started the Equine Rescue Network, and within a year and a half, we've grown to 217,000 followers, which is an enormous responsibility to keep up with all the emails. But the great news is, if there's a lost or stolen horse, I can post it out there. It gets shared, with like 100,000 people will view one post, and we find lost horses. A lot of what we see is horses where, one person will sell a horse on a contract with no slaughter and a bill of sale, and then that horse gets sold and resold and resold, and original owners are looking for their horses because they thought they were safe with the home they sold. So we do a lot of that sort of rescue.
Only a horse's owner can ensure that their horse is well treated and does not fall into bad hands or end up at a horse slaughterhouse. And the way to do that is through microchipping.
There's 170,000 horses that are unwanted in this country. And really my bigger goal, and I'm working with the breed associations and all of the horse organizations, is to implement a microchipping campaign so that every horse that comes in here is microchipped. These camp horses and these horses that you talk to here that are so friendly, somebody loved that horse in their lifetime. And if they only knew where these horses were now, we track horses and we're able to call their previous owners. And 85% of the time, the people welcome the call. They're more than happy to give us money to help find them a home. Or at times these horses are so old that they need to be humanely euthanized, and even that helps. Anything is better than these horses shipping to slaughter. Any horse that's identified can be helped. Horses that are unknowns are really in much greater risk than the ones we can. So the microchipping, it's a fail-proof method of helping horses. It's cost-effective. So I'm implementing the campaign here through the Equine Rescue Network. I'm working with all of these other organizations to make that happen.
The kill buyers may outnumber the legitimate horse buyers and rescuers who work tirelessly to help save the lives of these horses. Many of them are still healthy, sound, and worthy of fulfilling a long life. Are the horses here at New Holland worth taking a chance on? You bet. Here are just a few amazing transformations. The reality is this: only you, as a horse owner, can take responsibility. Educate yourself, educate your friends, open yourself to what you didn't want to see or believe exists, and do something. Microchip your horse, donate a couple bucks to your local rescue, write your state representatives, and support the causes that land your way. You can make a difference, and the wave of change will follow.